So now we will learn about the pricing of forwards and futures contract. So let me start with an example. So current market price of some quantity of gold is, let's say, 1000 rupees, and you want to buy this gold today, but you do not have the required funds. So what you will do is you will borrow money from the market, and you are able to borrow it, let's say, at 6% per annum. And using that borrowed money, you are buying this gold. At the end of the year, you will sell this gold, and you also have to repay the money that you have borrowed. So the question is, at what price should you sell this particular gold at the end of the year so that you are able to repay the money borrowed with interest? So it's a very simple scenario. And in order to calculate this, we will use the formula future value is equal to present value multiply by 1 plus R, the whole raised to n. Using this formula, we can determine the forward or the futures price of gold after 1 year. So forward price of the gold is equal to 1000 multiplied by 1 plus 0.06, which is 6%, whole raised to 1, because this is a 1 year forward contract, and the price is going to be 1060. So if today there is a futures or a forward contract on this quantity of gold that expires after 1 year, it should be currently trading at a price of 1060. This price is known as the no arbitrage forward price or the no arbitrage futures price. If the price is anything different, then there is an arbitrage opportunity. Now, there is a separate topic in which we'll be discussing this in detail. What should you do if the price is different? Moving on. Now, commodities, on the other hand, they have some storage costs, and also we have to pay some insurance costs in order to protect these physical commodity. So let's say you have 10,000 kg of rice or wheat. You need a space in order to store it. So you have to incur some warehouse expenditure. You also need to buy some insurance in case there is any damage, you are compensated for it. So these costs are going to increase the no arbitrage forward price. Financial assets like equity, they have no storage cost, and they also offer some benefits such as dividend. So if there is a cost, it is going to increase the no arbitrage forward price. If there is any benefit, it should decrease the no arbitrage forward price. Holding physical commodity can have some non-monetary benefits, which is known as convenience yield. Now let me explain this to you. So let's say there is a shortage of wheat, and there are no futures or forward contracts. So let's assume there are no derivatives. 1 kg of wheat, let's say, is currently having a price of 200. Now, this is relatively high compared to the normal scenario. We know that this is only a short term phenomena. So these high prices are going to remain only for the short run. When the supply will be restored, when things will be balanced, again the price will come down. Let's say the price is going to come down to 50 in the long run. You know that 200 is going to become 50 in the long term. So what you have to do is you have to sell this wheat today. That is, you have to go for a short sale. So you will sell it today at 200 and you will buy it back at 50 in the long run after some time, and you will make a profit of 150. Now, in order to sell this wheat today, that is, in order to do a short sale, you need to have the physical commodity with you. So what you need for doing the short sale, you need to have 1 kg wheat today. Let's say we have Mr. A and Mr. B. Both of them have this information that right now the price is 200 and it is going to come down to 50. Mr. A has 1 kg wheat. Mr. B does not have 1 kg wheat. Remember, there are no derivatives. So Mr. A can short sell and make profit, but Mr. B cannot do it. Because Mr. A is having the 1 kg physical or actual weight, he is able to take up this opportunity. He is able to do some short selling and he is able to make some profits. So there is an advantage if you are actually having the physical commodity, and this is known as convenience yield. So holding physical commodity can have non-monetary benefits which are known as convenience yield. If an asset is difficult to short sell in the market, owning it may convey benefits in circumstances where selling the asset is advantageous. So the scenario that we just saw. For example, a shortage of the asset may drive prices up temporarily, making the sale of the asset in the short term profitable. So we need to account for this convenience yield as well. So we will just modify the no arbitrage forward price. It is the spot price, which is nothing but the present value. We are going to add the present value of the cost and we are going to reduce the present value of the benefits. And then the remaining part of the formula remains the same, multiply by 1 plus r raised to t. So let me show you an example. So the spot price of the asset is 100. The risk-free rate is 10%. The contract is going to mature in 1 year. A storage cost of $5 needs to be incurred after 3 months. A benefit of $10 is going to be received after 6 months. So this is a timeline. T0 is where we are going to enter into the forward or the futures contract. T0.25, that means after 3 months, we are going to incur storage cost of 5. T is equal to 0.5. 0.5 is nothing but 6 divided by 12 and 0.25 is nothing but 3 divided by 12. I'll write it over here. So after 6 months, you are going to incur some benefit of $10 and then the contract is going to mature after 1 year. We need to find out what should be the price of the contract when two parties are entering into this. So over here, what we have done is we have slightly modified the formula for your convenience and for ease to understand. So this part of the formula is what you already know. So it is 100, which is the spot price, multiplied by 1 plus the risk-free rate, the whole raised to 1, because this is a 1 year contract, and this is coming as 110. We are going to find out what is the future value of the storage cost. Now you are going to incur the storage cost after 3 months. So let's say you are also going to borrow this $5 at the interest rate of 10%. But this cost is incurred from 3 months to 12 months. So this cost is incurred only for 9 months. So what we'll do is we'll do 9 divided by 12, which is nothing but 0.75. So it is raised to 0.75. You're going to receive a benefit of 10 and we need to find out what is the future value of this. So let's say when you're going to get this 10, you are able to reinvest this again in the market and earn some return from that. So we are going to reduce the convenience yield 10 multiplied by what will be the rate at which you will be able to invest this 10 at 10%. And you will be able to invest it for 6 months. So minus 10 multiplied by 1 plus 0.1, the whole raised to 0.5. So the answer for this is 5.37. The answer for the future value of convenience yield is minus 10.49. So we arrive at the forward price as 104.89. So today when these parties are entering into the forward contract, they will be using a price which is 104.89. So after 1 year, when the transaction will happen between them, the long will pay money. How much money will he pay? He will pay 104.89 and he will get the delivery of the goods. So this is how you are able to find out what is the price of the forward contract or the futures contract. Upon expiry, the futures price will be equal to the spot price. Now, let me go back to the formula. Future value is equal to present value, which is nothing but the spot price, multiplied by 1 plus r raised to t. Raised to t or raised to n doesn't matter. Over here, if we are on the expiry date, t is equal to 0. If we are on the expiry date, t is equal to 0, anything raised to 0 is 1. So fv is equal to pv. This entire component will be 1. So future value is equal to present value on expiry date. So upon expiry of the contract, the futures value will be equal to the spot price at that point. So if the contract is expiring on 31st of March, we are going to use the spot price that is prevailing on 31st of March. As the closing spot price will be equal to the closing futures price upon expiry, the final settlement of profit and loss is done using the closing spot prices. So if you remember, we had used this particular concept in marking to market. On the day of expiry of the contract, we are going to do the mark to market based on the closing spot prices. So because when the futures contract is going to expire, on the expiry date, futures value is equal to the spot value, or futures price is equal to the spot price. We are going to use the spot price for the final calculation of marking to market profit and loss.